what's the more premier job? Is it Notre Dame or LSU?
To me, it's LSU by a mile. And I'll explain to you in a minute what I mean by that. I want to say this, and more importantly, and Dan, feel free to comment about this once your turn rolls around. I'm very proud that Brian Kelly left Notre Dame to go to LSU. I have no issue with it. I think Lincoln Riley going to USC is a phenomenal thing for college football. But I also want this to be heard. You see how these coaches just get to get up and leave for a better opportunity? Yeah. I don't want to hear anything about restricting kids' movement and kids' abilities to do the same. I know they got the transfer portal and all of that stuff now, but I'm just saying, for the record, one of the things that folks lamented for decades when it came to college sports is the ability that coaches and administrators had to do what they do, but the kids were restricted from doing so. This is why it's so important that we pay attention to how kids are treated on a collegiate level, because they should have that opportunity to do the same thing the adults have an opportunity to do as well. Now, having said that, let me say this. Again, LSU by a mile. Notre Dame is a fantastic institution. It's a big-time job, national television contract, NBC. I get all of that. I understand all of that. They're going to make the college football playoffs. They've got a chance to do that. But when we talking national championships, you understand what I'm saying? They ain't in LSU's class. They don't have an opportunity, as far as I'm concerned, to get the quality, the number of quality players that an LSU has a chance to get, that the Alabamas have a chance to get, that the Georgias have a chance to get. Talk about SEC, man. Talk about SEC. You understand what I'm saying? I can't sneeze at that. It's LSU we talking about here. Now, I don't need Swagoo or Ryan Clark or anybody else to tell me about LSU and how much of a big-time job that is and the pool of talent that they have in that area, which, by the way, Brian Kelly has recruited in that area, by the way. And, well, from what I understand, I don't pay as much attention to it as the Paul Feinbaums and Heather Diniches and everybody else. I get all of that. But what I'm saying to you, paying attention to it, you think about LSU, Joe Burrow just delivered them a national championship 3 years ago. You look at what comes to the table in terms of the talent that they've had. Nick Saban once coached there. I mean, you got Ed Orgeron won a national title there, for crying out loud. The list goes on and on. And they fired him because he needs to go. It's time to go, man. It's time to go. But the point is that it's LSU. It's the SEC. It's that part of the country where, I mean, the talent pool there, and then the opportunity to be in the SEC, and Brian Kelly, 60 years old, willing to go up against Nick Saban and Kirby Smart and those boys. I got mad love and respect for the decision. He could have took the easy way out. Notre Dame is a damn good job. A damn good job. And I'm hoping my brother Marcus Freeman gets that. That's a big-time conversation that we'll have if indeed the reports are true and he ends up getting that job. But as big of a job as Notre Dame is, and it ain't a small job, I know that, Dan. It ain't LSU, bro. It ain't LSU.
You're right. LSU is a great job. Notre Dame is galaxies better as a job.
No way.
Stephen A., you are out of it. Is Notre Dame.
Nope.
It's Notre Dame. Going to coach in Notre Dame is the Yankees. It's the Red Sox, it's the Dodgers. It's the Lakers, it's the Celtics. It's Madison Square Garden. I've watched you on your show. Talk about the Knicks and Madison Square Garden, and it's still the Knicks and Madison Square Garden. It is Notre Dame. They are making movies about LSU. All right? They're making movies about Notre Dame.
How old were those movies? How old were those movies?
Let me ask you this question, because I'm gonna totally nullify your argument here. Okay. You're a young man in California, right? You're in California. You go play at Mater Dei High School, one of the best in the area, and you get an offer from LSU or USC. How real is that offer for LSU for you?
Compared to California?
And you're getting an offer from LSU or in USC?
Well,
how real is that offer for you?
It's very real. It's SEC. When you talk about SEC, it's one of the premier programs in the SEC.
Nah, Stephen A.
Why
You're
not?
a Cali kid. You're a Cali kid, and you're getting an offer from Lincoln Riley at USC and Brian Kelly at LSU. You're like, oh, cool. No.
You're lying. You're lying. You know why you're lying? You know why? Because you know the weather has a lot to do with that.
Okay, now let me ask you this. You're that same kid from California. You're the same kid from California, and you get that offer from USC, and now Notre Dame comes calling. That offer from Notre Dame is going to be much more relevant to you because that's the thing. Notre Dame hits all corners. That Notre Dame offer matters way more across the country than an LSU offer. And by the way, Stephen A., you're talking about getting the opportunity to play against Nick Saban and Kirby Smart like that's a cool thing. It's not.
If you're a winner, if you're striving to be a winner,
you got to see Nick every year.
You
got to see Nick every year. You got to see Jimbo Fisher every year.
Scared?
You got to see Lane Kiffin every. No,
that's the point.
It makes the path harder. It makes the path harder. That's the reality. Stephen A., LSU's been in the college football playoff one time. One time with a historically great team. That coach is gone. He is gone already. So what's the better job? The place that can go into any living room in America and say, we are Notre Dame. We are Notre Dame. Who, by the way, again, the narrative about Notre Dame is, well, they kind of hang on their past. Notre Dame's a top 5 program for the last 5 years. Okay? This is
you know what? That is a deceitful statistic. With the 11 national championships, when's the last time Notre Dame won a national championship?
Long time ago.
Thank you very much. They need to stop. Get that off the board. Get it off the board right now. We don't give a damn about the 11 championships.
How about the bottom stat?
When it's been forever. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.